Hi guys, I'm Pranati Rai Prakash and you're watching me on Moviez Adda.
हेलो गाइस, दिस इज ज्योति नाहक एंड वेलकम टू मूवीज अड्डा। वेल, फिलहाल मेरे साथ हैं एक ऐसी गॉर्जियस एक्ट्रेस जो कि करने वाली हैं बहुत जल्द अपना डेब्यू झकास। प्लीज वेलकम मिस प्रणति राय प्रकाश। सो हेलो एंड वेलकम टू मूवीज अड्डा।
Hi, I really like the rhyme. जो करने वाली है what? Debut झकास वो है Miss Pranati Rai Prakash. Oh, I like it. Thank you.
सो झकास डेब्यू तो आपका होने ही वाला है बिकॉज ठाकुरगंज में आपने कदम रख लिया है। सो क्या कहना चाहोगे अपने डेब्यू के बारे में? और इतने सुपर्ब कोस्टार्स है, यू कुड नॉट हैव आस्क्ड फॉर एनीथिंग मोर। क्या कहना चाहोगे?
Thank you. Thank you कहना चाहूँगी. I actually firstly want to thank everybody who was in the selection team because belief is the most important, They believed in me. They believe, especially when you're starting out, Yeah, so I want to thank them. And I'm really grateful to God, to the universe for giving me this opportunity. And yes, I have that feeling of nervousness plus excitement plus just happiness, yeah.
अच्छा, अगर मैं बात करूँ इंडियाज़ नेक्स्ट मॉडल भी यू हैव डन। सो वहाँ से यहाँ तक की जर्नी हाउ डिड यू काउंट इंडियाज़ सुपरस्टार?
Oh, yes.
सो कितनी सारी ये छोटी छोटी जर्नीज मैटर करती हैं और कैसे वहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक का एक छोटा जर्नी अगर खुद को आपको बताना हो तो क्या बताना चाहोगे अपनी जर्नी के बारे में?
तो इंडियाज़ नेक्स्ट टॉप मॉडल से यहाँ तक की जर्नी जहाँ बीच में कितनी सारी चीज़ें की. सो आफ्टर माई ग्रेजुएशन इंडियाज़ नेक्स्ट टॉप मॉडल हैपेंड एंड आई वन द शो. द बेस्ट पार्ट अबाउट द शो, beyond me loving makeovers and getting the opportunity, the platform to do so many modeling challenges. I love modeling, I love the camera, I love makeovers. So there I got to do everything. There I was able to showcase my talent to people. So yeah, beyond that, what I love about the title is that it's got me recognition among people. Like even right now, even though I am a newcomer in the industry, people already know you. Yeah, people already know me, and I guess people already kind of love me also because a lot of people in the show loved me and really liked me. And yeah, I remember getting a lot of support during my journey, or just yeah, they just liked me, and it's a very good feeling, when people like you or they adore you. I still get these messages of Dee, we love you, Dee, you were fab at INTM, Dee, I'm following you since INTM. So that also uplifts your confidence, boosts your confidence. You don't feel like a stranger now. In the last interview, I was talking about how when I walk into a new set, everybody's new, everybody's a stranger. While my co-actors, they're definitely, because I'm always the younger one, they're more experienced. They've got their own team. They've got a bigger vanity. They've got their own team of hair, makeup, managers, and everybody, right? Like their entourage. And I go there, ऐसे बैग लेके, and I'm like just new. I'm just observing everyone. I feel like, is anybody gonna know me here? And but when I actually go and then my hair makeup starts and the makeup guy is gonna be like, makeup दादा बोलेंगे आपको कहीं देखा है, या हेयर स्टाइलिस्ट बोलेंगे आपका चेहरा जाना पहचाना है, ओ आप इंडियाज नेक्स्ट टॉप मॉडल की विनर हैं. So then I feel like, oh yeah, now people know me, like I belong here. प्लस ऑडियंस से अभी जैसे मैं प्रमोशंस कर रही हूँ फॉर फैमिली ऑफ ठाकुरगंज, और मैं बहुत ज़ोर शोर से कर रही हूँ. मैं बहुत एक्साइटेड हूँ, बहुत खुश हूँ, बिकॉज आई बिलीव इन द प्रोजेक्ट. आई रियली फील लाइक इट्स वर्थ द वॉच, वर्थ पीपल्स टाइम. आई हैवंट वॉच द फिल्म, बट जो स्टोरी दिलीप सर ने लिखी है, इट्स अ वेरी वेल रिटन स्टोरीज. द कैरेक्टर्स आर वेरी गुड. सो I am going all out and talking about the film, talking about my character, the movie. And also a major reason is because I know that I'm being heard. The people out in the audience, all my fans and followers who've always somehow been a part of my journey. We mostly get to be in touch on social media, on Instagram a lot. I reply to their messages. So yeah, it feels good. You feel like you belong somewhere.
टॉकिंग अबाउट योर कैरेक्टर, कैन यू रिवील समथिंग कि क्या बेस है या व्हाट इज़ योर कैरेक्टर एंड व्हाट आर यू डूइंग इन द फिल्म?
So, about my character, to start with, if I just start with my look in it, It's very different from people who would have ever seen me in. I've done so many modeling shoots and I've got many makeovers and I look different, but then that's still a look that's not one of those I've been seen in, because I've got long tongued hair and I'm also wearing a nose ring, and I normally don't put a lot of kajal, and in that one I've got a lot of kajal, and I'm wearing these Indo-Western outfits. It's a very different look from what I normally carry or I would otherwise even carry. So that's one thing. That's something that when you go and you'll straight be like, oh, is that Pranati? Yeah, that's going to be the first reaction. Yeah, like a huge transformation there, or like a different makeover probably. Now, in terms of character, acting has always been something that I've loved and that I've wanted to be skilled at, trained at, to do it well. I've never wanted to have anything easy in life. I don't want anything easy. I like challenges, like even India's Next Top Model, right? I like it. It drives me. It makes me better. So when it was time to debut with a movie, I wanted to do something that I have a lot to play with. Now with this character, when you actually watch it, तो मैंने the long sentences, okay, लंबी लंबी sentences हैं, and because I'm from Lucknow, उत्तर प्रदेश में लोग बहुत clear हिंदी, बहुत स्पष्ट हिंदी बोलते हैं. उनकी ज़ुबान बहुत clear होती है, right? So and then also you decide a few things for the character, like the director है Manoj sir, he had briefed me, the character is a little clumsy, like she चलते चलते भागते भागते कहीं कुछ अटक जाएगा, कहीं गिर जाएगी, कहीं कुछ हो जाएगा. So when I thought of it, I felt like she should be somebody who speaks fast. Now जब आप शुद्ध हिंदी बोलते हैं, हिंदी in general, तो आप बहुत fast नहीं बोल सकते unless आप ऐसे थोड़ी पंजाबी style में बोलें, like चल बे कर ले, that is fast. चलिए कर लीजिए becomes longer and slower. And that was a challenge for me because I had to speak everything fast and complete. So when I was doing dubbing, Rakesh, so he's an ace at it. Like he's really good. He's my dubbing mentor. In fact, he's a great dubbing director. He told me that dubbing से आप 20-30% अपनी acting अच्छी कर सकते हैं. अब डबिंग में बहुत कुछ, तो आई वांटेड टू डू माई बेस्ट व्हेन लाइक आई क्रैक दिस कोड. व्हाट, डबिंग में मैं ये भी कर सकती हूँ. जो इमोशन मैंने शायद सीन के वक्त ऐड नहीं किया, वो मैं डबिंग के वक्त ऐड कर सकती हूँ. सो दैट वाज अ ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटी. Emotion and the voice. Now what happens is when you're at the set and you are in person getting to witness everything's happening to you, so it's easier for you to have that emotion. But in the dubbing room, it's like it's smaller than this room, and this just and yeah, you're just watching a screen and there's nothing actually happening. And the first I was honestly very nervous. More than the shoot, I was more nervous at the dubbing studio, because the moment the mic comes close to you, now I think I'm much better. Like I've learned these things, right? It's because when you're normally speaking, you speak loud, but the moment there's a mic close to you, you अपने आप आवाज़ की थ्रो कम हो जाती है, right? And so yeah, those are the things that I had to work on. Again, sentences, you end up dropping the last word, like चल घर चलें, घर चलते हैं, तो hair drop हो गया है, तो you have to keep it in mind that you have to pick it up. So in terms of dubbing those things, which definitely add a lot to the character, when you watch the character, you'll know. And acting again, yeah, I was very happy because I was doing my acting course that time. I was studying method acting at Jeff Goldberg, and this project happened. I started auditioning, and look tests and all happened during my acting course, and the shoot started right after my acting course. So it was very fresh in my mind. I always carry this diary with me, and I'm writing down notes, and I'm writing down character के बारे में. So everything that I studied and learned at my acting class, I was able to implement it in terms of your voice, in terms of your of the, I don't know, characterization बोलते हैं. There are a lot of technical terms that we use in acting that I was able to implement. And what better than that, coming from modeling world, so to say, yeah, because I was extensively modeling. I was a Miss India. People mostly, perceive you to be a glamorous girl. Like people will be like, oh, you know what, she'll really fit well in a glamorous role. But if you watch the film, you'll realize that there's nothing to do with glamour in it. It is it's all about acting and being that girl who has these dreams to achieve. And yeah, it's majorly that. So it is not glamorous. So I wanted something like this so I can showcase my skills as an actor.
So how was it working with Jimmy and Mahi and all of them? You know, such great co-stars you have. So how was the experience working with them?
So, more than you study in the books, you learn during practicals. And this movie was again like practicals. I learned so much from them. They're great actors, like you already said. Uh, Also, like I've mentioned in my previous interviews, like I don't go with a baggage of like who's going to be there, what it's going to be like. But irrespective of that, when you see them, you do get slightly intimidated because you've just come from nowhere, right? And when people see you, and sometimes I'm like in the first meetings, I'm mostly like a little awkward and cocky, I'm like, I'll just giggle unnecessarily and I'll do those stupid things. And what happens is that the chances, that you might just come across as someone you not actually are. So, because it always takes time to understand someone. Like in my case, I especially feel that people would need time to understand me. Thanks to the reality shows, you have so much time to understand a person. Yeah, yeah, you literally like watched me live my life for such a long time, but they wouldn't. So then of course you're nervous and you're like a little awkward and uncomfortable initially, but they were so good, they were so warm, and I actually understood how good people really are. They always say be a good person, be humble, be grounded, and they were live examples of humility, being grounded for me, being making newcomer feel that comfortable around. Mahi ma'am was always like telling her stories, her life stories, her journey to the industry, how she started, and that's why he's special, right? You're sitting in front of someone you've always looked up to and you've always watched in the films. They're telling you their life story. And then Jimmy sir and Mahi ma'am have this amazing chemistry, guys. Like, I don't know about on screen, but off screen, they have such a great chemistry because they're always pulling each other's legs, always like cracking jokes. And I would laugh. And when I laugh like, ha, 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 ha. I literally laugh like that. And I was always laughing on the set when I wasn't shooting. So that was a bliss.
अच्छा अगर हम आपके कैरेक्टर की बात करें सो व्हाट्स द वन थिंग दैट अट्रैक्टेड यू टुवर्ड्स दिस पर्टिकुलर कैरेक्टर
Relatability. I was able to relate a lot to the character. In terms of her views, her thoughts, if you watch the trailer, I have a dialogue which says, जिनके हौसले कुचले जाते हैं ना मंजिल भी वही पाते हैं, which is very relatable, right? And there's an entire monologue that I had, which I also auditioned for. So when I went for the narration to the office, Dilip sir was there. And he saw me, and whatever he might have thought in his head, I just went there. I was like, okay, fine, I'm going to meet these new people. I'm going to get in a narration, which is for a movie. And yeah, right there, he wrote a long monologue. It's like 1 page long. And he tells me, this is what you have to prepare for and perform. And I'm, because I've given so many auditions now, I'm used to learning lines, and I quickly learned it. Now half the credit goes to the fact that I was able to relate to it so much. So this dialogue, I want you to actually watch it in the film, but it talks about how nobody really becomes big all of a sudden. हम देखते हैं स्क्रीन पे यार ये तो बिल्कुल, but ऐसे नहीं होता. It's all those little things that you do. आप जितनी मेहनत करते हैं, जितना manifestation करते हैं, जितनी good energy डालते हैं, और आप हमेशा छोटे से start करते हैं. In my case, I had no relative, nobody in Mumbai or the industry, right? I'm completely new. I know nobody here. तो कैसे धीरे धीरे I started. पहले I came to college which is in Mumbai. I was in NIFT Mumbai, fashion communication student. Then for my internship, then I started going to these college fests. Then वहाँ पे I understood how the crowd is. Also 9th to 12th I was in Patna. एंड जब मैं वहाँ पे थी, मुझे लगता था यार पटना के बाहर मतलब सब कुछ कितना एडवांस्ड होगा, वो लोग कैसे ड्रेसअप होते होंगे, वो लोग कैसे, बिकॉज हमें तो हॉट पैंट्स पहनना भी अलाउड नहीं था. तो जब मेरी फ्रेंड, मेरे देहरादून के फ्रेंड्स, माई फादर वाज इन द आर्मी, तो मैं बहुत सारे शहरों में रहे. ओह वाह, दैट्स ग्रेट. ओके, आई लाइक यू मोर नाउ.
बिकॉज हमें अच्छे से पता है how it feels to shift after every 2 years, 2.5 years, हर बार shift करना, it's very heartbreaking.
It's very so the army trained me hugely for this, to be in a to be in a new environment and prove yourself. That training I got it right from childhood. Yeah. So and then she told me, you know what, we went for this picnic, and this person's dating this person, and I was wearing this, and I see their pictures, and they're all wearing like hot pants and like really fancy tops, and I was like, oh my god, and I'm going to school wearing salwar kurta, because see, और वो बोलते हैं ना, जैसा देश वैसा भेष. So I mean, even though I was fashionable, the only bit that I could do is make those fashionable croquis. That's how I wanted to get into fashion. That's why, because I couldn't reach it in person, so I wanted to make sketches, so, which I started doing way back, like when I was in class 5th. But anyway, now getting back to the point, you're not exposed to this culture, right? I did a pageant which kind of made me a little confident. This was May Queen Ball, which is for defense background girls. You might be knowing of it. May Queen Ball, yeah. So May Queen Ball, Delhi, and then I came to college. Still, everything was new. So now these college fests, got me acquainted with so many people from different colleges, and I felt like, oh, we're all like the same. Plus, I was a topper in my batch in my first year. So again, those little things add confidence. That has got nothing to do with me doing Family of Thakurganj. Those little bit, yeah, they build your character, and eventually, character is what you carry with yourself all your life. So I would only say that focusing on firstly your building your character, yeah, growing as a person is very important, and then to always put in your hard work on whatever you do it the best way possible. Because I never knew, I went to a college fest, Mood Indigo in IIT Mumbai. I never knew that there was this campus princess happening, and then I won She's Got the Look. She's Got the Look jeetne ke baad, they told me that now I was a campus princess finalist, and I went, which is Miss India organization's baby pageant. Yeah, and then I was there for a week, and I asked my teachers, college mein, ma'am, what do you think? I'm not going to be able to attend college. NIFT is very strict with attendance and everything. So she said, okay, yeah, go try for a week. And I had no idea, like I did well there, and next I see is Miss India finale happening, like the audition finale. And there are around 130, 140 girls, and everybody's like so tall and well-groomed, beautiful, coming from modeling agency, when I probably didn't even know about modeling agencies or the existence of modeling agencies. And I'm this college goer who like literally goes in like jeans top, and I don't do makeup, and I'm like, okay.
Now I have to stand with all of them.
Yeah, and it is basically pushing yourself out of your comfort zone. And I had my talents though, so I was like, yeah, I wish there's a talent round. You know what, I'm going to do this, I can sing, I can dance, I can do all of this, and I can win everybody's heart. But yeah, now I'm standing in a line, and everybody's like tall, and everybody's like, so yeah, everybody's like gorgeous looking. It's like, you know what, one point of time I actually thought, let me just go back to college, life is so much easier. I was like, you're not hungry, you're just like there, and round after round, like then top 100, top 70, top 40, top 30, and then 21, and I'm right there. I was contestant number 70, my name is called out, I go there. So can you imagine, like, yeah, then Miss India, like finally you're like a Miss India finalist, that's a huge deal. So yeah, that's how life for me has been, very step by step, full of beautiful little stories. How I leveled myself up, pretty much like a game, like a video game. You're like level 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, pretty much like that.
Also, talking about content, because of course we expect good content from films जिसमें Jimmy Shergill और Mahi Gill हो, and of course you are debuting with them. But nowadays, do you think that content has really become the king? Because last year से भी अगर मैं बात करूँ, चाहे सलमान की फिल्म्स हो, शाहरुख की फिल्म्स हो, films like Thugs of Hindustan, Zero, or maybe Race 3, you can say, these films have not done well at the box office. But जहाँ अगर मैं बात करूँ films like अंधाधुन और बधाई हो, for that matter, films like these have done extremely well, and kind of now people are thinking that एक तरीके से revolution हो चुका है. The Indian cinema has been changed, or ऐसा वैसा. So what is your take on that? Do you think Khan driven films or stars driven films are not that important right now? The content is the main king.
Yeah, I definitely feel, and I've always felt that way, that content matters the most. Matlab, yeah, because everybody wants to go and see something nice. Which also means if I want to watch Salman, so I just go to watch him. You know, if you're a Salman Khan fan, you just go to watch that. But beyond that, like you said, you know, stories really matter. Now, you know, there's social media. अब जब पुराने ज़माने में क्या होता है, you didn't have like the world wasn't as digital as it is now. The only places where you could, like, theater was a huge deal, or newspapers. But like when you think of like watching something like a movie, then but now we have laptops. We watch like videos everywhere. There are such cool bloggers putting up like amazing videos. There are YouTube pe videos. There's Amazon, Netflix. There's everything. There's so much content. So how do you differ from and it's not even much about differing, but it's just about being creative and making people, and money is important, right? Why would anybody, and time, money and time, why would anybody spend their time and money on you when you don't have anything nice to offer to them? So definitely content is very important. And yeah, how I feel like our film is worth the time and the money of the audiences. I have been watching, you know, like Amazon web series and Netflix content, and I really love a lot of them. But now talking about of my film, this is something that I haven't seen in a while. Like, definitely it must have there must have been films around this concept or theme before, but it's not something that I've seen recently. Beyond that, when I was younger, and you know, when I was growing up in the smaller towns, there were always stories that I heard. We didn't have that exposure because I was always in the restricted bounds and the happy world of the army cantonment. But I didn't go outside. But I was always curious. ये gang wars क्या होते हैं? जाट बोलते हैं ना, उठवा लिया, गुज्जर गुज्जर. You know, ये जो ऐसे drama होते हैं. Yeah, we're not exposed to the outside world as army kids, but you're always curious कि ये कैसे होता है. So this film actually helped me witness all of it as Suman, as a character in the film. And this film is about that. And it kind of talks of a certain culture. Again, it has a very good moral lesson too. So you know, times are changing. It talks about changing times and how what was right before is not the right now, and what was the difference between good, bad, and the black and white, and then there's this gray. It talks about that. It explores that aspect of like how maybe something was wrong before is now fine, or maybe जो आपके लिए गलत हो वो मेरे लिए सही है. Also talks about that. Plus, it's got some witty dialogues, like thanks to Dilip. So like it's got some really interesting witty dialogues, and of course you have somebody like a Jimmy Shergill delivering them. And Mahi Gill. So it's entertaining, you know. And I think what I can vouch for you guys to expect from the film is entertainment. That's our film, for sure, for sure.
सो लास्टली जाते जाते पूछना चाहूँगी फिल्म के बारे में एक ऐसी यूएसपी और क्यों ऑडियंस को जाना चाहिए फिल्म देखने के लिए. जस्ट वन यूएसपी. दिस फिल्म इज़ योर प्रोडक्ट एंड यू हैव टू सेल इट टू द कस्टमर्स देयर, द व्यूअर्स देयर.
The one word is tudung, tudung, tudung. Okay. Overacting नहीं करनी है, subtle acting का ज़माना है, guys. It's entertainment. Go watch it for the entertainment. Yeah.
फिल्में क्यों चलती हैं?
Entertainment.
Entertainment. So, thank you so much for talking to us and all the very best for your this project and आने वाले सभी projects के लिए all the very best.
Thank you very
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you.